Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your love and romance reading for December 2022. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You may stumble upon this video in a few months, a few weeks, a few years. It's all good. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to hear the messages that are in it. Keep in mind, this is a general reading for the collective, so not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. So without further ado, my darlings, let's see what's coming up here for the Scorpio collective. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Venus in the area of love and romance. Move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card coming up here for the collective is the Knight of Pentacles. This also came up for, I want to say, Gemini for their first card. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini or somebody who has a Gemini placement, simply because this was their first card. So if you do have a Gemini placement, or if you are dealing with a Gemini, you may want to check out that video, the December love reading. Could be. Now, this could be an earth sign person because it is the Knight of Pentacles. And so the Pentacles typically are earth signs. This could be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. If you have Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus placements, you may be focusing on those houses or those areas of your life that might be benefiting your love life positively, or may be leading you to meet a significant love interest. This is an energy, however, of commitment. And I'm getting a very different vibe from this card than I did for Gemini. Okay, if you want to hear what I got for them, you can check out that video. I won't get into it too much. I'm getting a very different vibe from this card for you, Scorpio, than I got for them. The vibe that I got for them was different. What I'm getting for you is there's this slow and steady energy here, and I feel that you're the one who may be in the slow and steady energy in terms of like opening up. I feel like you're being very balanced and very kind of meticulous about choosing your words and the conversations you're having with this person, how much you're divulging. Maybe you have a tendency to say way too much too soon. And the reason for it is this, Scorpio. I feel like a lot of the Scorpios who've been drawn to my channel have been Scorpios that have been very selective in their love life, or who have spent long periods of time single and being completely and totally okay with it. You may even be watching this video saying, why am I even watching a love video? Because I'm not dating anybody and I'm not trying to date anybody right now. I feel like a lot of the Scorpios on the channel have been very selective about who they've been with. So even if you've been dating, you've been very selective. I feel that this is someone that you are excited about. And it could be the first time in a long time that you've been excited about anybody, even if you've been dating. And there could be a lot of things about this person that you feel you have in common. Like, I get them. I know that they're going to get me. And you're just wanting to like explain everything that you see in them and everything that you have in common and everything like you've been through. And you may be really tempted to go into all of those deep Scorpio places, but you may realize that, you know what, this person may not be ready for all that just yet. And so I feel like you're being very I don't know if I want to say like having a schedule or a timeline, but you're very aware of what you're saying, what you're sharing, and in terms of like sharing things about your life and sharing details about yourself, I feel like you're going slow. I feel like you're going slow in terms of revealing yourself. Whereas you're so excited, you're just tempted to just be like, well, let me just strip it all down and like show you that we're both the same. And you're like, okay, they might not see it yet. That might be a lot for them. So I just feel like you're going slow in terms of allowing this person to get to know you, and maybe even allowing this person to lead the conversation, to lead the questioning, to lead like what they want to know. You might be answering things in a very concise way. So I feel a slow and steady energy in this way. I feel it taking it slow in this way. But the Knight of Pentacles does tell us commitment, right? Commitment, consistency, longevity, long-term relationship, all the things that a lot of us want when it comes to love. The next card that's coming up here for the Scorpio collective is the Four of Cups. Okay? And Four of Cups can be like wanting more. You might not like what you're being offered. Okay? I don't feel that you're turning this person away or that you don't like this person. I feel that you are hating how slow it is going. I feel like you are despising how slow it is going. I feel like I'm looking at her and she's falling asleep and she's like, can we hurry up and just get to the good part already? Because Scorpios are very intuitive. And like I said, I feel a lot of you have been very selective. So when you see something you know you want, you see something you know you like, you don't need a whole lot of time, right? You know what it is. But I feel like you realize and you understand not everybody is as intuitive as you. And not everybody can see what you can see right off the bat. And you might just be in this energy of like you're nodding off, you're falling asleep. Like, can we just please? What was that one guy? Was it Ben Stein, that one comedian that was really big for a while, where he talked really monotone? That was his whole character. I feel like you're just wanting to get to the good stuff. You're just wanting, like, can we get to it already? Like, can we get to it already? And maybe you're dealing with someone who's trying to be very respectful. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who, they're feeling very cautious, especially if you're dealing with a Gemini. Gemini is going to want to go super slow, or somebody with a Gemini placement, because of what came up in their reading. Good news is that in that reading, things did end up speeding up towards the end. So we'll see what comes up here for you all. But I feel here like you're nodding off and you're bored. You're not bored because you're not interested in the person. You just wish they would hurry up and see what you see. And you just wish that things could move along a little bit more quickly. Some of you may also have taken a long break from dating, or even if you were dating, maybe you took a long break from like physical connection and physical intimacy. And some of you might just be feeling like, I just want to, I just want to do it. Some of you just might be in that energy where you're like ready to go, and you're going through the formalities. You're going through like the procedures, but you're just wanting this to get going already. The next card that's coming up here for the Scorpio collective is the Empress. This could be Libra or Taurus energy. If you have Libra or Taurus placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life that are opening the doors to love or aligning you with a significant partner. This could also be divine feminine energy. You may be stepping into divine feminine energy, or manifesting or calling in a divine feminine for yourself. If you are seeking out a feminine, if you are feminine, you could be dealing with a person that actually sees that you are a divine feminine. Divine feminines can kind of struggle when it comes to love, because they can come across people who tend to put the feminine into categories or into boxes, because the Empress is all the queens in one. She's the hot, fiery, charismatic, life of the party, sultry, seductive Queen of Wands. She's the smart, no nonsense, tough as nails, intellectual, philosophical Queen of Swords. She's the loving, nurturing, maternal Queen of Cups. And she's the work hard, play hard, domestic goddess, Queen of Pentacles. She's all the queens in one. And sometimes people struggle with that because they're like, I can't wrap my head around what this lady is. I cannot wrap my head around like how to approach her because they've got different pickup lines. They've got different strategies. They've got the strategy they use for the Queen of Wands. They've got the strategy they use for the Queen of Cups. They may treat the feminine like some people treat cars, right? There are some people that have several cars. It's their hobby. It's their passion. And they'll say, oh, I'm going to take the pickup truck to go do some off-roading. I'm going to take the sports car to do some fast driving up the windy mountain road. Like it's different cars for different things. And some people treat feminine energy in that way. What am I in the mood for? Am I in the mood for a good time? Am I in the mood to spend time with friends and family? Am I in the mood to talk philosophy and have intellectual conversation? And they switch as if they're switching cars or switching shoes for different activities. This is someone that understands that feminine energy is multifaceted. And some of you have been longing for a multifaceted, masculine energy also can be multifaceted. Let me correct that. So my fellas here, don't come for me in the comments. I'm not saying that men don't have layers. They absolutely do. But you may be longing for feminine energy that has layers, and maybe it's been hard for you to find. Well, congratulations. The Empress, this person has that multifacetedness. You may be finding a feminine energy that has this multifacetedness. If you are a multifaceted feminine energy, you are finding someone that appreciates and understands this about you, that sees you as a divine feminine. Okay? Sometimes this could also be a card that comes in terms of fertility and pregnancy. So if you are a Scorpio that's just, Jones into to get it in, maybe don't throw caution to the wind here if this is something you don't want and if the person you're dealing with doesn't want. Maybe there could be a pregnancy fairly early on here. Something similar also came up for Virgo. So if you have Virgo placements, you might want to check that out. So if it's something you don't want right now, then just use caution, because sometimes this can be very fertile energy. This can be pregnancy energy. Some of you may be manifesting it and you may be saying, yes, let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's make it happen. This dove is really jumping out at me. So I do feel also there could be something here ancestral, like bringing this connection together or blessing this connection. This could be a grandmother energy coming in, because we do have the Empress, maternal or grandmother energy coming in, kind of leading you or guiding you in this crossroads and in this connection, kind of like giving a blessing or blessing like this union as like a feminine or maternal energy coming into the family line, or you stepping into the family line in that feminine or maternal energy. The next card that's coming up here for the collective is the Ace of Wands, and that's the passion. So funny enough, right? With Gemini, it was similar. It started off slow, and then the last two cards kicked it up and picked up and got faster. Ace of Wands is definitely passion. Ace of Wands is definitely things happening quickly, things happening fast, seizing the moment, seizing the opportunity. So it's starting off slow, but it's going to pick up. And when it picks up, it's going to pick up in a big way. It's going to pick up in a passionate and fiery way. So it might not seem like a big deal, but some of you have heard me say with the Ace of Wands, it may seem small, but as we put time and energy into it, it grows, it branches out, it becomes something much bigger. So don't let it fool you. I feel, Scorpio, you may be dealing with someone that you're really into. You are so into this person, and you're like, I wish they could see it, and you think they don't see it. But I feel they're going slow because they do see it. And I feel the Ace of Wands is telling me they feel what you feel. They're coming off like they don't see it. They're coming off like they don't feel it, but they're trying to be in control of themselves and not rush ahead. But this Ace of Wands is burning. This Ace of Wands is burning, and I feel like there's a sense here that they're going to end up um, really starting to find that it's getting more difficult to go slow. There could also be a lot of pent up physical energy here that is mutual. This person may also have a very physical side to themselves, and they may be trying not to get carried away, and they're starting off slow for this reason. Now, I don't mean to be gross, and I don't mean to offend anybody or trigger anybody, but sometimes this comes up for me in my readings, and I have to say, you guys know, sometimes like adult content will come up in the love readings. Sometimes things like bedroom stuff will come up, but a lot of the signs have had it come up in their love reading for December. So I think people are just kind of little frisky, little freaky in December. Things could be happening in the astro weather here. That's like bringing this side out of people. But what I'm feeling here with this Ace of Wands in this reading, Scorpio, is I feel you're frustrated. This is taking me back to the Four of Cups. You're going very slow in what you're sharing with this person, and you're letting them lead because you don't want to scare them off. But I feel here you're frustrated that the conversations are short. The conversations aren't happening as frequently as you would like, or they're not getting as deep as you would like. Maybe there's not as much phone conversation or in-person conversation as you would like, but I feel with this Ace of Wands, this person's getting worked up. They're getting worked up, they're getting excited, they're getting hot and bothered. They're really, really kind of turned on here by your Scorpio energy. And so they're trying to pace themselves, and they don't want to come off and be disrespectful or give it up too soon or reveal something very freaky about them that they feel might be too early or too soon to share. Although if anybody's going to understand those things, whether or not they're interested in doing them, Scorpio is probably the least judgmental of the signs when it comes to like the freaky stuff, right? You might be like, oh, okay, all right, no worries. But there's a sense here where I feel this person may be limiting their in-person time with you. And when it comes to the phone conversations, they may be limiting phone conversations because like over the phone, they may be getting worked up, and their hands may be I don't mean to be graphic, but their hands may start to wander and start doing things, and they're like, oh gosh, I gotta go because I don't want this person to know. I don't want Scorpio to know that I'm all hot and bothered. I don't want Scorpio to know that I need to go take care of this right now. And so I feel you're frustrated in that you feel like, why can't we talk more? Especially for a Scorpio. Scorpio loves to bond through deep conversation, right? I would say just be patient. They may come off like they're not into you as you are to them. I think they're just very overwhelmed by the connection, and they're trying to pace themselves and not be too forward or disrespectful or say too much too soon about themselves in terms of bedroom kind of stuff. Your next card here is a card that came up for a lot of the wands, a lot of the signs. 10 of Wands. And this is completion. This is seeing something through and completing the project, completing the goal, getting to the finish line. So it might seem like, oh my God, are we ever going to get there? 10 of Wands says yes. Yes, you are going to get there. Also, 10 of Wands comes in with the sense or the feeling in this particular energy for December. I've been feeling it as like unburdening yourself, like laying down your burdens. This could also be, Scorpio, that we're laying down burdens and we're having this release and this letting go through physical intimacy. So there could be a lot of healing and a lot of release through physical intimacy together with this person. I even feel like there would be a lot of conversations happening. How can I say this? Like when you all do get to that point where this person is ready for the bedroom stuff, they're going to start opening up. They're going to start talking more because they feel like, okay, I can let go of this side of me. If I get hot and bothered, I'm comfortable in exploring that with Scorpio. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of conversations that are going to lead to bedroom stuff. Like just talking about feelings is going to turn into like kissing and touching and making out and things happening. And then after that, this person may feel very kind of like disarmed, like the wall is down and they're really opening up. And so I don't know if pillow talk is the right word, but I feel like there's a lot of conversation happening before and after physical intimacy and a lot of opening up. And it's like the physical intimacy is a big part of the opening up and the talking, which is not surprising because they're dealing with a Scorpio, and Scorpios uh, are uh, very connected to healing through that aspect of themselves. So you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign, if this is none of those, because sometimes those other placements might resonate more than your sun sign. There is a playlist in the description that will take you to the other videos, so it'll be easy for you to find and watch. If you want to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to the scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I hope you guys will come back and check out the daily and the weekly posts on the channel, but if not, I hope you have a fabulous December, and I hope you'll come back and check out the January message as well. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Take care, and be well, my darlings.